EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the Superdome in downtown New Orleans. Straight ahead, we've got a pretty good one on tap here, as it'll be the Jacksonville Jaguars taking on the New Orleans Saints. Now the kicker, Brandon McManus, about ready to get us started. And we are underway from the Superdome.
Hey, we're good, we're good. Get down, get down.
They start the drive on the ground, Kamara, and he is going to lose yardage here. It'll go as a loss of a yard on the game's first play. Second down.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. And again, the run defense stout this time. He maybe gets back to the line of scrimmage, but no more.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Throwing his car on third down. They'll set up the screen now to Kamara. And they're able to get this one across the 35. It'll be a Saints first down on a pickup of 13.
And as you're game planning as a staff, you go through all the...
Get a couple, and that's it. Second down and 8. Here's Carr to throw. That'll be taken in by Shaheed. That one a first down pickup of 8. Carr gonna throw. This is caught inside the 15. Touchdown!
And once they've got one of the few guys who are as fast as he is. And all it took was one drive. He burned them. And I don't think it's the last time they call his number in this one.
They'll look to run forward with Williams. And he is not going to make it. They stop him up short. And this will remain a 6-0 ball game. And the Jaguars are going to cover this one up. So an onside kick fail in the first quarter. Not sure I completely see the logic there.
It's not apparent, is it? You almost have to go deeper, I think, and maybe if we try and work along with them and speculate a little bit here, they must feel like they need to steal possessions in this game, and maybe they don't match up possession for possession with the opposite team. They got to steal it and try and gain an advantage, and they tried. They just didn't get it done.
The chain gang hustling to catch up. Here's first and goal from just inside the 10. Here's Lawrence. And play action. Now it's Carr. He's going to loft one deep left side here. That's caught inside the 20. A big-time play there for New Orleans. 69 yards.
For a part, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
Well, that didn't take long. One play, and we're already looking at a first and goal situation. Here's Carr.
Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Andre Sisco.
And he will take the...
Hey, offense, can you keep up with us?
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air.
From his end zone, here's Rashid Shaheed. And only able to get this.
Hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
Carr to throw on second down. Flushed out right. And he's going to be brought down. Back in his quarter number 1. After one, a one-point game, 7-6. Ready for the second quarter from New Orleans. It's the Saints in possession as they've got it with a fourth down coming up. Here comes the Saints punter now. And no room for error here as his first punt comes from deep in his own end zone. Let's take it inside his own 40. It'll wind up being a net of 41. 9-yard return, 50 on the punt. And the Jaguars go on offense, first down and 10. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive.
A kind of a lucky break on the prior drive, Charles. The turnover on downs that the offense had didn't come back to bite them after the other side. Their defense came through, was able to hold them without any points.
I would agree with you, partner. A little bit of a lucky break indeed, but you know what they'd say to us? No luck, just pure skill. We rose to the challenge, and we didn't permit a score. That's how we roll.
I'm kind of curious, Charles, if they might temper their aggressiveness now offensively if they get in that fourth down spot again.
Yeah, one would think so, but maybe because they held them, they might go for it again.
Lawrence's throw here taken in by Ingram.
Touchdown! Evan Ingram, 26 yards.
And the Jags are able to extend their lead.
And what a weapon he is at the tight end spot, because when they throw him the football downfield, they count on him getting additional yardage almost every time. And that's exactly what he did there. Caught that, ran with it, all the way to the end zone.
And he will get in. Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started.
These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Hey, 734. What's up?
Now a play fake. Carr.
Downfield, and he's got Olave.
And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down.
And that puts the defense in a position to dictate to the offense.
Throwing now is Carr.
Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. And the Jags are going to take over at their own 41.
Before we came up to the booth, last thing he said as we were walking off the field, want to play mistake-free football. Well, that just went out the window there with a pick.
And do you remember what you said to me when we were walking up to the booth after he said that? You're like, oh, fatal last words. Every time we hear that, things tend to fall apart a little bit, and that's what we saw there. Didn't get enough on that throw, and it turned into an interception.
25 yards that time. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did.
Ball on the 28-yard line. Here's a 2nd and 4.
Lawrence. That's caught on the left side by Kirk. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5.
From the shotgun, Lawrence.
Toward the pylon, caught. Touchdown, Jaguars.
Travis Etienne.
A 5-yard touchdown.
And the Jaguars are able to widen their advantage. Lawrence going to look to throw for it.
And this is going to be caught. It's good. And that and 2 interceptions already here in this first half. That's got to affect him a little bit, right? He's got to be thinking about it.
He's got to be thinking about it.
There he goes, left side.
He's on his way.
Touchdown, New Orleans. A big play there. 78 yards.
And the Saints are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6. Well, what do coaches tell us all the time, CD? We've got to get our playmakers more involved. And certainly running with the football is one way, and it paid off right there.
And you're talking about paying off to great effect. How about the big explosive play?
5.
Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive.
This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out.
And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked off by Marshawn Lattimore.
And the Saints are going to take possession here at their own 47-yard line.
Well, he's certainly not been afraid to take some chances downfield. Now, look, it's paid off for him a couple of times. That time, not so fortunate.
And that's where I want to start, what you said. It's paid off a couple of times. So his aggressiveness has been good for his offense for the most part. So he throws an interception there. No one likes that, but I would not rein him back in. The return on investment thus far has been pretty good. 2 touchdowns to 1 interception.
To throw, it's Carr.
On the throw, led him too much that time. It's incomplete.
A misconnection there. He's hit on just 50% of his passes thus far. That's not where you want to be.
Now you see the evolution of the game. You go back to the quarterbacks of old, 50% would be terrific because they threw the ball downfield almost every time they threw it. Now with the short passing game, you should be above 60% just to be in the average range.
Now a shot taken on 3rd down, but it's going to wind up incomplete.
Oh, I don't know if he's sensing contact to come or what, but that's a ball he'd love to have back. That could have gone for big yardage, but it just didn't want to stay in his hands. That's a tough break.
Carr going to go on 4th down. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. Boy, a real head-scratcher there. And the Jags take over in terrific field position.
On 1st and 10, it's ETN.
Just what you want on a 1st down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2.
And they'll go again with ETN.
And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up.
Now Lawrence on 1st down.
And that is incomplete. 16 seconds now on the clock.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
Looking to throw, Lawrence. Oh, the turnover fest continues. Here's another interception. Picked off by Alontae Taylor. And the Saints will take over here at their own 14-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started.
And with 10 seconds left, not really enough time to put something together.
And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They've given him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up 2nd and 10. Not wanting to take a chance this time. They'll keep it on the ground. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive.
As this offense takes the field to begin the opening drive of the 2nd half, Charles, remember in that 1st half, good through the air and really all around an outstanding offensive performance.
Absolutely. They reached the end zone several times. The passing game working awfully well, and most importantly, partner.
Yeah, they went to the tunnel with a lead. They come back out with that lead.
Absolutely. NFL coaches, we know they're perfectionists in a lot of ways, but they had to like what they saw in that 1st half.
Lightning speed that time with the corner. Marshawn Lattimore getting the sack.
He already did his primary job with an interception earlier, but here he gets a chance to be a pass rusher and takes on the challenge of blitzing and makes another big play. That's something to file away and maybe break out later in this one or in a future game.
On 3rd down, Lawrence. Able to find the open man. That's complete.
And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. Give him 30 yards there.
Well, that was a pretty good time for his first catch of the ball game, and it turned into a huge play as well. He's certainly not been a central part of this passing game so far in this one, but he made his presence felt there. A big pickup on third down.
A snap to Lawrence as he taps this forward. And he's just going to run right into that big old defensive end, and that play going nowhere.
So their task a little bit more difficult now. 2nd and 13 that they're walking up on.
Here's Lawrence to throw.
And that is caught. It's Ridley. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's made at the Saints 18. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the third quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
Now a 2nd and 6. Now Lawrence.
This complete to Jones.
And the Jags are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as the tackle made at the 3-yard line. Now Lawrence changing the play. Etienne fighting, but he won't get too far. Maybe a yard, that's all, down to the 2.
From the 2 now, 2nd and goal.
One more time with Etienne.
And he pushes forward, but comes up short of the goal line as he'll get a yard down to about the 1. Now a timeout called for by the defense. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. The crowd here in the Dome making things difficult. 3rd and goal.
They'll try to run with Etienne.
And he'll take this one in for a Jags touchdown.
Travis Etienne.
His 2nd touchdown of the afternoon.
And the Jaguars take the opening kickoff of the third quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. So the 2nd down run didn't work. They run it again on 3rd down and get in. I wasn't sure if they might pass it, Charles. We know that they like to mix it up down here around the goal line.
Yeah, almost felt like the offensive line said, forget mixing it up. Let's call our favorite running play over our best blockers, and let's get this one in.
He hits the big target for the 2-point try. Defenses hate those guys, especially around the goal line.
It's hard to decide who you're going to put on him. Are you going to put a smaller corner on him? Are you going to put a safety who doesn't have maybe the same coverage skills? How about a linebacker? He may have the size, but he's not used to really covering in space. That's why the tight end gives you such a great advantage when you're throwing the football.
And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. They fake the handoff. Now Carr. Jaguar pressure and a Jaguar sack. And quickly they get to the line. On play action, it's Carr. That is hauled in by Michael Thomas. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. Carr now on 1st down.
And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. Picked off by Tyson Campbell. And the Jaguars are going to get the football back as time will run out in this third quarter of play.
So it'll be a change of possession on the turnover when we get back. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. And after the interception, they are sitting in an even better spot with the ball and a comfortable 4th quarter lead. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on 1st down. So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the 1st down run goes backwards. And this will be caught at the 30. It's a big play for the Jaguars. 43 yards. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down.
Well, that's the third interception for Lawrence. Picked off by Alontae Taylor. And the Saints will take over here at their own 12-yard line. Carr going to lead the Saints up here, 1st and 10.
At their own 12-yard line. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw.
And this is going to fall to the ground, incomplete. That very nearly their 4th pick of the game. Instead, 2nd down.
Carr going to throw.
Oh, and that is incomplete.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
Play action. Now it's Carr. And he goes down. It's a sack. They get him back at his own 3-yard line. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. Now they go for it on 4th, but this one is going to wind up incomplete. The Saints' decision to go for it.
You know, you acting like a little bitch, all right?